Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So 28-year-old Oregon resident Matthew Klein traveled to D.C. with his brother, Jonathan Peter, who you've heard me mention. But after reaching the Capitol grounds, Klein and his brother became separated. So Klein was seen by himself climbing through the scaffolding, obviously that had been erected for Joe Biden's inauguration. And just 6 minutes after the initial breach of the building, Klein was seen illegally entering the Capitol through the Senate wing doors. He exited about 10 minutes later, though, through a broken window, and then he reunited with his brother. And then they approached another set of Capitol doors, and Klein then joined in with his brother and other people who were forcing the doors open. And the prosecutor said it caused more than $10,000 worth of damage. So after breaching these doors, Klein stepped back and he put on a pair of goggles to try to prepare for the chemicals that the officers were likely going to spray. And then Klein stepped forward and he positioned himself right in front of the doors, and he used a flag that he was carrying to block the officers from resecuring the entry point. So Klein was arrested on March 23rd of 2021. And in a superseding indictment, he was charged with conspiracy, obstructing an official proceeding, civil disorder, destruction of government property, entering a restricted building or grounds, and disorderly conduct in a restricted building or grounds. In July of 2024, Klein pleaded guilty to 2 of the charges, so civil disorder and entering a restricted building or grounds. So he was looking at a combined 6 years in prison, 4 years of probation, and $350,000 in fines. The prosecutor, though, requested only 9 months in prison, $3,000 in restitution, and a fine to be determined by the court. According to his sentencing memo, Klein has no official criminal history, but he was arrested in September of 2020 at a Proud Boys protest, and he was charged with possession of a loaded firearm in a public place. For some reason, that charge was dismissed, though, so didn't count against him in this January 6th case. And U.S. District Judge Randolph Moss presided over Klein's case, and when all was said and done, he sentenced Klein to only 90 days in prison, 3 years of probation. That's it. There was no mention of a fine, no restitution, which is very odd, so I don't know what happened. I don't know if they didn't impose anything like that or if it was figured out later, what have you. But this guy got off way too easy. You know, considering the damage he helped to do to the Capitol, 90 days is not enough. There were people who literally just walked in and walked out and they got 60 days or 90 days. So this just doesn't make sense. It's just make it make sense, right? These prison terms are just all over the place, and he's probably going to be one that gets a pardon anyway, so I guess it really doesn't matter at this point. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like this video, please share it, please subscribe if you can, or if you haven't, if you can donate, please do so. Really appreciate it. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.